Good morning, guys. How are you? Hi, John. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I'm not going to be doing, I am doing well. I'm going to be talking, I hope you're doing well as well, John. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the energies right now, channeling a message from Mary Magdalene. I've been working with Mary Magdalene very closely this week, and she's asked me to come on today and kind of share a message with everyone, as well as a general message at the end of this. So I won't be doing the private readings or personal readings again today. It's just a channeled message. So there's a lot that's going on in the collective right now with the shift, right? We can all feel it. The ascension process, it's heavy. There's a lot of density that's leaving. So I've been working with Mary Magdalene. Um, she first presented herself to me a little bit over 2 years ago, and I work with her often. And I should say also, the essences that are anchoring us in right now are God, Mother Gaia, Shakti, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Kali, and Iris, as well as Archangel Michael, Saint Germain, Archangel Uriel, and Shamuel as well. These are the essences, and Archangel Raphael. These are the essences that I have kind of surrounding me in this moment, as well as the ancient ones. But predominantly, Mary Magdalene is holding this container. This message is from her. So there's a lot of energy here today, and I don't know if you can feel it, but I can feel it. So the message that she wants me to share today is what we are experiencing in the collective is the shift. She's been channeling it to me for several days now. We are leaving the matrix. We are heading into Christ consciousness. It's even been confirmed in her cards as I pull oracle cards because of the energies that I'm feeling very intensely within myself, which is why they've asked me to pull away from doing so many readings all at once, the in-depth that I do give at times for right now, because I need to protect my energy in this time frame as well as you do. So I found myself doing a lot of nature. I don't know if you guys have felt this way, but I have not really been able to eat much over the past 2 weeks. It's been hit or miss. And when I do eat, I'm craving things that I don't always crave. Different fruits, different vegetables, just different things. And I've been trying to open myself up more to it. I really only eat about one meal, which is usually dinner. And I usually am pretty well with my body, treating myself well with food, nourishment, and hydration and things. It's how I'm able to channel the energies that I do to do what I do, to bring it here and share it, right? So I do that on a regular. And I think that's probably why they're like, okay, back down a little bit because you're not able to do as much right now because of the shift. So what we are experiencing in this moment, and so Saint Germain is also here. I've been working with Mary Magdalene and Saint Germain, kind of like partnership almost, right? But not divine partnership. But so they're partnering up to help clear out energies. So we want to call on Saint Germain to clear out the karmic, right? The karmic stuff. Use the violet flame to help you cleanse yourself. I've been anchoring in doing the pillar of light. So I've been invoking the earth star and the soul star and meeting it in the center. But also with that, I've been having Saint Germain run through my body with the violet flame as well to clear all that out, to purge everything, and to meet in my heart space with unconditional love, Christ consciousness, and to shine it out. That is kind of the ritual that I call in for myself with that aspect. They wanted me to share that with everyone because it may help some. And some may already be doing it, but it is something that may help. I can honestly say that my water intake, I've either been needing to drink it with lemon or I've been actually doing the alkaline water, and alkaline water seems to be bringing me almost back to earth. As crazy as that sounds, back to earth quicker than anything else. But when I've been getting super lightheaded, I've been getting very nauseous. This morning, it took everything in me. They were like, let's do it. We're going to do it right now because you're at a point where you can, where I just didn't feel like I could because I felt so super, my stomach was really bothering me. And there's been purging that's been happening in my body with things that I'm releasing. So they also want me to talk about the fact that there are times when we do this releasing that we are going to be releasing people, places, and things that don't serve us anymore. And when that happens, because you're big feelers, like I'm big feeler, right? The empath in us, right? The spiritual essence that we honor and that we embody can feel on a big level. So as we release these people, places, and things, don't get caught up in the projections that get sent to you from them. That's their work, okay? Remember who you are, remember what's inside of you, and remember why you're releasing it, okay? You're doing the right things. You are releasing the people, you are releasing the places, you are releasing the things that you are being called to do by your higher self, by your higher source. As long as you're not coming from a place of fear when you're doing this, you're doing what you're being asked to do. So remembering that when the projections start to come, remembering that when fears start to creep in from the back door that say, oh, I made the wrong choice. Oh, I'm not doing the right thing. Oh my gosh, what is this? This can't be. Or any kind of self-doubts. Like we really don't want to sit in that energy because that energy is going to affect the way everything unfolds moving forward. Does that make sense? Because we're leaving the old. Um, I'm hearing victim mentality, the old karmic. So those of us that are experiencing this, we are leaving the old karmic cycle, the old karmic life, the 3D life, and we are transforming into the new cycle, the 5D, Christ consciousness, purity, big time purity. Isis was with me yesterday. I got caught in the rain a couple of times. It was beautiful and definitely on purpose. But I was outside in nature doing what I do, and I got caught in torrential downpours, but it was on purpose, okay? I was having conversations with Isis. She was explaining things that I was understanding on higher perspective levels. She was explaining things to me about my divine purpose, about different things that are unfolding for me and realizations that I'm having. So when these things happen, allow them. Don't resist them, okay? Don't go running and screaming because the rain's here, right? Dance in the rain. Embrace the inner child. Embrace the beauty within yourself and allow yourself to feel and receive. Right now, it's all about receiving. I've been saying this for about a week, that this is what they've been working with me on, is really opening myself to receive. Receive what I'm ready to receive. Receive what I'm ready to know. Receive what I'm ready to understand with clarity, but also through peace. Holding peace within. I've been doing a lot of mala beadwork, and I've been doing the Om Shanti 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 Om, which means peace, bringing peace in, which is why I've been also sharing that as well at times, because sometimes we need to sit with a mala and go, I don't have one with me. I meant to bring it here. I'm sorry. But sometimes we need to sit with the mala and hold the bead and say Shanti, 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 and do it 108 times until we get to the other side. And then, allow yourself to have your eyes closed. Allow yourself to use your breath work as you work through it. Allow yourself to find the peace through you as you walk through this process, and allow yourself to center in on your own, right? Not needing anything else but you, not needing anything else but your breath work and your conscious choice to step forward in peace, right? And then at the end, if you're not familiar with how mala beads work in this particular mantra, then you just say Om Shanti 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 Om. I do it 3 times, as most of you know, and if you're new to my page, maybe you don't, but I'll say it again. For me, the power of 3 is very powerful, and it's what I do. It's how my soul operates and how I resonate. So the power of 3 is just what I do most times. So allowing yourself to have that peace. And as I said earlier this week, when they had me talk about cord cutting, you're going to want to do your cord cutting in the morning and at night, and anytime you feel projections being sent on you through the day. You're also going to want to make sure you're staying super hydrated. If you can't eat, just eat fruits. Munch on fruits or vegetables or smoothies. I haven't been having blueberries for a little while, but I've been all about needing blueberries. So when I'm done here, I'm going to be going to get some blueberries so that I can make my blueberry smoothies, because I feel like I can have that inside of me and not be sick. There's just certain things going on with the ascension process that even though we are used to it and it's how we function, it just doesn't sit right. So honoring that within yourself and following what you're being guided to do. For me right now today, they're asking me to do a lot of fruits. So I'm going to do the blueberries, and I might even get some cherries and throw that into a smoothie with some bananas and a little bit of coconut milk. And so um, honor yourself right now. This energy is super intense. They said it was really important that I came on and spoke on this a little bit today before the weekend. I don't know if I'll be coming on again throughout the weekend. As you know, I come on and do the messages as they ask me, as they guide me. So open yourself up to receive. The way through this is to open yourself to receive. The more you can release the resistance of what needs to be released, what's finished. There's a lot in the throat chakra and in the heart and in the solar plexus coming up for the collective that I can feel, as well as probably myself. But channeling in this message, in this moment, as I'm speaking this, I felt it very, very profoundly through the heart, the higher heart section into the throat, and really deep into the solar plexus. So as you allow yourself to stand in this energy, you're going to open yourself up to be able to receive. So the less resistance that you can meet this process with is going to be the easier you're going to be able to flow. And just to let you know, just to let you know, maybe a little bit of sprinkle of hope. I do feel like this weekend is going to be the most powerful aspect to the Pisces full moon energies as they finish up and the ascension process happens. Because as I channeled, it was either last week or earlier this week, this Pisces full moon is the catalyst for those who are ready. And that's what's happening. That's why it's so intense. So I've been told for my own personal journey, and Mary Magdalene is saying it's okay to share it with everyone in this moment. By the time Sunday hits, things should settle down and kind of come back, not to normal, because we're not going to be in normal. Normal is going to be new. So it's going to be newness that we have to feel and explore each day. But it's going to bring us back out of intensity, if that makes sense. Where we feel as though it's not as difficult to function each day and to move forward with clarity, right? It's not so hard to keep our peace. It's not so hard to keep our balance. This week was a very intense week, and it was all because of that Pisces full moon. And that's kind of what I've been sharing since the beginning. By the end of this weekend, the symptoms should kind of lift, right? Lighten up. So allow yourself to really sink in through this weekend. Get out in nature as much as you can, however that looks for you. If you can't get into nature, at least get into the shower. Or if you have options to have a salt bath, do some salt bath. It'll help you ground, it'll help you cleanse your energy. For me, when I add salt to my food, my body doesn't like it. My body is super resistant to it. I swell. So I cook with limited salt. I even use pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, and it just doesn't work for my body, but my daughter has to have it. So even when sometimes when I take a salt bath, sometimes I'll swell. It's just something with, I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out. But it works to cleanse, but it also makes my shins and my ankles and my feet kind of swell. So I like retain the water, no matter if I topically use it in a bath or ingest it into my system. I don't know why. It just does that to me. So honor yourself. And if you live with others, honor the fact that you're going to be different, right? You're not going to be the same as anyone. We're all different. We're all different vessels. We all vibrate at different levels, maybe very high levels, but we all have our own niche, right? We all have our own way of being. So honor what your body is telling you. Sink into that niche and really embrace what you are called to do in this moment for you. It's not selfish. It's not selfish at all. I do have 3 decks that I'm going to be pulling some guidance to help us get through the rest of this weekend. Um, I think that's the end of the message that they really wanted me to share. They wanted me to talk about the things that I've been receiving. I do have Mary Magdalene's deck here. She wanted very much the Christ consciousness energy is definitely what's coming out in this moment. I also have the angels, or I'm sorry, the Queen of the Moon deck, and I have the Keepers of the Light deck. So we'll see who's here. But again, if you're feeling the negative energies or you can feel the denseness inside you that needs to lift, please, Saint Germain is here saying, call upon me and I will help you lift this. Call upon him with the violet flame and he will help you lift this. So allow yourself to receive that, okay? Because the shifts that are happening, they're happening for a reason. They are taking away everything that's false. They are taking away everything that is done and over with for you in this lifetime. And so as I mentioned, I think I got off of it a little bit. As I mentioned, some of us are walking out of karmic life, right? And into the Christ consciousness life, which is Dharma. So you're going to start, what this means is you're switching from, you've learned the lessons that you signed up to learn for the most part, right? The big ones that needed to be done by this time. And so now you're switching into the timeline of walking the walk and talking the talk, right? That's what Dharma is. I've been, for years, it's just been something that my guides are like, I can just see it. I can see it when someone is claiming to be in their Dharma, but actually responding from the traumas inside of them. I can see it. It's just one of the parts of my gift. And so I have known about this aspect of it. It's just way too much, but she's saying that's what she wants, Mary Magdalene. So it may be a little bit of a long reading, but it's all going to come out how it needs to come out. So hopefully if you needed guidance right now and you were here because you had something that you had a question for, hopefully some of the messages that are shared here for the collective reading can resonate for you so that you can take away what you need to take away right now in this moment to help you align. Because what's happening is anything that is out of alignment in your life right now, right, that is still in alignment to the karmic 3D aspect of things. I don't know about you guys, but my legs, they're going numb like really quick. Sitting here with my legs crossed and my one leg just fell asleep. So that brings up something else that Mary Magdalene wants me to talk about. If that's happening, pay attention to the side of the body that it's happening on because that is the side that you need to focus on within you because it's also a balance thing. If you're feeling pressure in your jaw or if a leg goes numb, the side that it's happening on is where you're out of balance and focus on that chakra. So if it's your legs, it's your grounding, right? You're walking. Walk more in your feminine if you're left, like my left leg just went numb. So walk more in the feminine, in the creativity. I'm just going to say it because it's what came out. If the right side of your jaw hurts, focus more on the masculine side of your energy, standing in that power, opening that voice up, that throat chakra so that you can stand in your authenticity and speak the authenticity out. That's what needs to be done. So that's how you can work with what you're feeling in the body as well and associate it with the chakra that's in that area. So if you're having pressure in your chest and you're feeling it on the right side, your divine masculine has some heart healing that needs to happen, right? Honor that. So, and if your eyes go blurry or you have pain and pressure in your head and it's your whole head, balancing from within the masculine and the feminine. That's what this is all about right now. The way that we get to where we want to be is to balance the masculine with the feminine that is within us so that we can rise balanced and pure, right? We're not trying to leave one part of us behind as the other one rises. We need to come together equally from within to be able to do this. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I know I always ask questions and I don't hear anybody back, so I'm always like, I hope that makes sense. This is going to be quite a lengthy reading. There is a lot of cards that came out of the Queen of the Moon. There is an astronomical amount of cards that came out from Mary Magdalene. So now I'm just pulling from the Keepers of the Light. So I truly hope these messages that I'm sharing resonate and help you through this process. If you find that it does resonate and it helps you, share it out. I will be sharing this as well on my YouTube page. So there's always that, and that is called Let It Begin With You, Heaven Sent Messages. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. I mean, you guys are here with me on Facebook, and in this moment, I share everything through Facebook to start, and then I kind of go off into Instagram and YouTube as well, which is why some things are kind of almost doubled, right? Double your pleasure for the message. So that's why sometimes. But so the first card out for the general reading for the collective that is going to help us through these energies right now, and what I am being guided is for Friday today, Saturday, and Sunday. And for some into Monday, but for most of us to Sunday, okay? This is family lineage things that are being removed, okay? So really when you're being triggered and things are coming up for you, really recognizing what part of your lineage, what part of your essence, masculine or feminine side, right? Maternal or paternal side is that you're resonating with. What side is that? Because that's the part of the lineage that needs to be viewed, that needs to be seen. And so Saint Germain is saying that as this is happening, do not allow yourself to get stuck in these emotions. We must, it is very important, we must allow ourselves to rise as we are shedding, right? And so to do that, what he's saying is you have to feel it, allow it to come up, allow it to come out, and allow it to wash off of you, which is why the purity in the water is something that should be helping you as well. But the violet flame will help burn that away as well. And so, again, he is asking me to. You can do the pillar of light, which is anchoring into your soul star, which is below your feet, which essentially is Mother Gaia, right? So anchoring deep into your soul star and tethering way up to the wisdom of your earth, of your sorry, Earth star is the feet. Soul star is the connection to God, your source, whoever it is that you believe is your higher power, your higher self as well. Okay, so you're connected in. You're tethered up and you're connected to the earth. And then you fill everything within you with unconditional love, right? And you push out what does not resonate with Christ consciousness, unconditional love. And you meet in your heart space. And then you radiate out to all you come in contact with. That's kind of how you do this pillar of light. You could look it up more. It's something that I learned through Isis. And Isis, Mary Magdalene, and Saint Germain took me into doing this thing where I used the pillar of light as well as the violet flame with it to help me. And so that's what they wanted me to share, is use them both. Because as you are removing the debris, the karmic debris, the things that don't serve you anymore, the family lineage things that you're done with, the things that you have completed, the things that you have addressed within yourself so that you can heal. It's essential to burn it away sometimes. So that's why the violet flame is here then, to be able to pull that up, cleanse that out, and push out from the heart space, right? And then shining, can't make it up, the universal Christ light. And that's what this is all about. We're switching into it, okay? We're switching into it, and we are fulfilling the prophecy. We're fulfilling the prophecy that has been here, that has been said over lifetimes and lifetimes. God is the one that is in charge. The light is here, and the darkness is being pulled out. Allow love to guide you. Love needs to be at this. If you resonate with this message, love will be at the center of your core. Okay. And so there are divine relationships that will be coming through with this, but it is super essential. What Mary Magdalene is saying here, that you balance your inner masculine and your inner feminine to be able to receive this, because everything is going to come to you through the eyes of love now. So releasing the victimness, right? Releasing the traumas, releasing, I'm going to use myself as an example. Releasing the childhood sexual traumas from being molested, releasing the abuse, releasing the abandonment from the mother that I so desperately wanted, releasing the father lack mentality where my dad used to say that I was a piece of shit. I don't know any other way to say it. I mean, that's what he said. I don't want to sow that into my soul. But that being said, releasing those things, okay, releasing the sexual traumas, releasing yearning and looking for love in all of the wrong places because we weren't looking for it within ourselves, right? We didn't think we were worthy. Releasing the unworthiness, releasing the doubts, releasing the disbelief that we are beautiful and worthy just as we are right here, right now, regardless if we have extra weight or underweight. We are worthy because we're beautiful, because we embody an essence that is magical. And so honoring that, right? Releasing any kind of physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, releasing the narcissistic relationships in our life, whether they are family, friends, or lovers. It doesn't matter. They come in all shapes and forms. They come in masculine and feminine energies. They come within all of us, right? Well, not within all of us, but they come from everyone. It doesn't. There is no discrimination on who can do that kind of stuff to you. So honoring the sacredness inside of you and balancing your own energies, your own masculine and feminine energies in love and in Christ consciousness, releasing the family lineage that does not serve you. You're done with it. You've healed. Let it all go. That's what this time frame is. God is in charge and you are a beautiful child of God. So allowing yourself to see that, allowing yourself to be part of the beautiful, abundant prophecy that has been said, okay? Having intimacy with yourself, having intimacy within yourself is going to bring the intimacy with all you come in contact with. The past life traumas, the past life connections, the past life hooks. It's done. And you need to find the balance within yourself, whether what I am sharing with you helps you to do that or leads you further to do something more for yourself. That's what this is about. We are embraced eternally. There is a divine union that is coming through for some of us, if not a lot of us, a very special divine union, but you must be ready from within for it. Okay? You have to be ready. You're always going to be with your person. You're always going to be with your person. So if you're going through a form of separation, don't focus on them, focus on yourself. When you focus on them, you just spin your wheels and you stay stuck in the mud. Does that make sense? Because you're so focused on them because you're not loving yourself enough. Does that make sense? Because this is a massive transformation where we are bringing the light out from the darkness from within. We are illuminating the darkness within. This is going to bring us all on many levels to a higher realization within us. It's going to unlock doors and give us the keys to unlock these doors. They're just going to kind of magically come. You're just going to recognize these things. And it's divinely guided. The number 3 at the top of this card, it's divinely guided. God is in charge. And God is the one that is calling upon this love, this Christ consciousness. We're here. We're doing this because of this, because of the realization, because it's divine timing, because it is all in alignment. So balance the inner masculine and within you and allow yourself to stand in your personal sacred power and allow your masculine to rise with your feminine and allow your feminine to come and be creative with the way that you go about it, but honor the masculine within you, strengthen the masculine within you, have acceptance for what was and gratitude for what's coming, and know that the foundations that you're creating for yourself are firm, even though what's happening around you may still feel not, right? Trust it. Trust that what you're doing and what you're being guided to do is true. See it. See it through and keep your eyes on the targeted intention and targeted outcome. And don't worry about how you get there. That's what they're saying. Mary Magdalene is saying, and stop worrying about how you're going to get there. I have that issue. I do. I can say it. So release the resistance. Hello, that's perfect. Release the resistance to that, right? You don't need to know. We can know so much and we can be powerful essences. I can tell you honest to God, I have, and you guys can see it. I have a very, very expansive insight and vision, and I'm able to see a lot. But for myself, there's been so much that has been hidden because it had to unfold in exactly the way it did so that I could become who's sitting in front of you, right? And then when the time is right, you will be let in on the secrets. You will. There's a lot of secrets unfolding for me this week. Realizations, deep realizations that have been at times very painful and very deep to sit with. But clarity and peace were gifted through that. Does that make sense? So release the resistance on trying to figure it out so much and allow yourself to flow with more acceptance, right? And know that you're on the right path. You don't need as much validation as we think we do. Sometimes as humans, we want validation so badly, but it's already within us and it's divinely guided because 21 breaks down to 3. So just release the resistance. Everything you're working towards is coming to fruition. Just allow it to. Release control on how it does. 10, it's a doorway, it's a completion, it's a cycle completion and a doorway to newness that's opening. So fruition is coming, okay? Trust it. And look, the full moon shining bright. This full moon completely activated this. So trust that. You cannot make this up. Every time I look at a card, it's like the next word out of my mouth. Have the faith that this is all happening because of the work that you're doing. And know that you're doing what you need to be doing. 31 is it adds up to 3 plus 1 adds to 4, right? I was getting tongue twisted. So 4 again is foundations. The foundations that you set are firm and solid. Trust it. Allow yourself to stand in your power. You are divinely guided. There is magic that surrounds you and the situations that you are having unfold in your life. Trust it and allow yourself to feel safe and empowered within yourself. This full moon, again, this moon is just like magical. All I can see is, I don't know what it looks like to you guys. I know it has, and my eyes are watering. I think it's because of all the energy. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep like shoving my finger in my eyeball. But I guess I should have tissues or something. Um, so when I look at this card today, I don't always see it this way because I know a lot of you are familiar with these decks that I'm using. This card to me today, it's glistening. It's glowing with lots of glitter and lots of light, purity. White light is what I'm seeing with all of this golden magical glitter around it and blue. So a lot of Archangel Michael energy is here as well. So just know that you're guarded and you're protected. Nothing can harm you and nothing can stop what's happening and nobody's going to leave you, okay? The true love and the true friends through true love that you're going to come in contact with, they will never leave you because of who you are or your process. They will honor you, okay? They will respect you. They will look upon you with love. Just know that in your heart. The right people will. They won't criticize you. It's up to you to discern that though. I can't get over how this happens sometimes. It's really up to you to discern as to whether you're going to see it that way or not, whether you're going to allow it to be completion or whether you're going to allow it to be confusion, right? Whether you're going to see it clearly or you're going to see it through the eyes of fog. You're creating your reality right now. You're creating everything that you desire. 3 plus 9 adds up to 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. This is divinely guided. You are working hands on with God, your source, goddess, any of the lords or goddesses from the Hindu religion, all of it. Whoever it is that you are walking with, that is your Kuan Yin, that is your guide, okay? And you're creating everything because of your walk with them, because of your connection with them. You're co-creating. So make sure you release the extremes. You are on a divine path. You are divinely guided. 3 and 4 add up to 7. 7 is divinely guided. So make sure that you're not sitting in any form of extremes and that's why it's really important to anchor into peace and anchor into clarity and anchor into trust and faith. Because if we allow the chaos of these things as they shift off of us, because look, there again is it's a fiery full moon and it is there releasing all of the fiery depths of our souls right now, right? So as this happens, we have to make sure we stay out of fear. We protect our energy and we don't allow ourselves to be projected upon. And if we feel ourselves being projected upon, cleansing ourselves, okay? Because your ancestors, they are with you. They're with you. So connect with them. Connect deep with your lineage. Connect deep with the ancient ones that are your tribe spiritually, because they're the ones that are here surrounding you, offering up their guidance and their help to you. You have to call upon them though. They're not going to get involved and they're not going to come um, intervene if you don't ask. They're all here though. Okay. Hold the hope and have love and acceptance for what was. Stand in a lot of forgiveness right now. Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene have been asking me personally the forgiveness level that I have had to meet myself with, so that I can understand things. It's been deep. Okay, so really standing in love, hope, and acceptance for yourself, um, and peace, okay, through this process, because Mother Gaia is here and we are creating new on Mother Gaia, and she supports this movement, and she wants you to know to be mindful. Be mindful of the things that you say, be mindful of the things that you do, be mindful of the actions that you take. Help her to be able to recreate this earth, to remove as much of the negativity as you can within you, so that you can help towards this movement of clearing the earth, right? It starts within us. We can only control us, right? And the actions and the words and the choices that we choose to, and the thoughts that we choose to hold. And so dealing with that within us is going to help create this new earth. You are a part of this. You are part of this prophecy. And you're supremely protected, okay? The green Tara is here. You are supremely protected through this process. Sometimes you may have to do some extra shielding. Sometimes you may have to do some clearing, because it's dense energy and it's coming up from within as well as without. It's a process that we have individually, and holding space collectively, right? Feeling the collective interferes with our individual process sometimes, right? As empaths, right? So that's why we have to clear ourselves. And look, here's Jesus. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is huge right now. Very much forgiveness. Forgiveness on the masculine side, on the patriarchy that is ending, right? There's a big form of patriarchy that is coming to an end. And that's a big part of the family lineage. So Jesus will help you to forgive all of that. Parts of you that you embodied with the divine masculine that was distorted, that was coming from the patriarchy family lineage, right? And balancing your own inner masculine with forgiveness, and having your divine feminine within you, meeting your divine masculine with compassion and creativity on how to move forward together, right? Your own union within is what they're saying. So forgiveness is big, and it's forgiveness on the patriarchy that's ending. That's what they're saying right now. That's what I'm hearing, like big time. Um, and like they're cheering. They're like, yeah, they're like, it's like I hear a stadium right now. I can't explain it. It's almost got tears in my eyes. Um, El Moira, or however you say that name. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it correctly, but there's an awakening presence that is happening on this earth right now, and you're part of it. And your process is part of this awakening presence, and your process is part of what's helping the collective to get to the Christ consciousness. And we're going to end it with Mother Mary. So as you shed these people, places, and things, it could be hard because you may really love them. I know I have. I have dearly loved and cherished each person that I have had to let go of. So holding love and peace within you so that you can do this with forgiveness and Christ consciousness, so that you can move forward and know that the people that you're letting go of, they're going to find the peace and the love that they need when they are ready. You can't do it for them. And as long as you're coming from, so Mary Magdalene is saying right now, look, not the end of the deck, but this card, like the deck just literally slid. And so here she is. I knew she was going to make a cameo on this reading. Um, so what she's saying is, as you release these people and these places and these things, just hold the love and peace and the forgiveness. Everyone is doing the best that they can. And as long as you're following your inner guidance and your inner light, you can't go wrong. So that's where the trust needs to come in. And that's where you need to really anchor in to that personal power. Because sometimes we can love people so much that the guides and the work that you're doing just shows us that it's not in proper alignment for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that they're bad and that you're better. It doesn't mean that you're bad and that they're better. It just means that there's no resonance there. And so trusting that, because sometimes we have to let go of people that we cherish. And it's okay. Just send them love and peace, because they will find love and peace through the situation on their own when they're ready. You cannot do it for them. All you can do is hold that love, hold that peace, hold that space within yourself that knows and trusts that you're following your divine guidance, that you're walking your dharma, and that you're releasing the karma. And do it with love. It does not need to be angry. There does not need to be chaos about it. It doesn't have to be ugly. It can be beautiful and blissful if you allow it. But you must keep yourself centered in a place of peace as much as you can right now with these energies, because these energies are intense. These energies are trying to interfere. So it's kind of like a test, is what Mary Magdalene is saying. It's kind of like it's a test. Are you going to use all the tools that you've learned? Are you going to put all the tools that you have learned to good use to help you through this process? Or are you going to allow the extremes to wreak havoc over your life? Well, I don't know about you guys, but that made me feel all warm and fuzzy in my solar plexus. That was quite lovely. I really want to cry. I really, really do. Oh my gosh. Saint Germain. The karma, I almost fell on my chair. The karma is being released. Trust the process, because it's divine alchemy. It's all in divine order. I have to end it there, because if I don't, I'm going to start to cry. So I love you all so, so very much. Even if we have separated on our journeys and you still follow me, I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. We are where we are, and that's okay. There's peace and love there. I love you all so much, and I hope that everyone found what they needed in this message. And please share this message out so that others may feel this message and receive this message if it's something that you're called to. I'll be back again when they ask me to do more. So please know that it's not that I don't want to be there for everybody. It's just that they've asked me to make sure that I am also guarding and protecting my own energy so that I can go through my shift as well. Because it's not just you, it's all of us. It's all of us. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you're here in America, have a beautiful extended weekend and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. We all deserve peace, love, and happiness. Allow yourself to receive it. That's the blessing. That's the gift. Much love. Have a great day.